Good morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuko Armadillo. Sorry for my yawning. So, yeah, the Armadillo is from Ben 10. That's what you see on your screen. So, but in this alternate universe, Zuko is a powerhouse, aka he is the most powerfulest person in the world. Beautiful person too. And no, I'm not being sarcastic. One. The So what does he do? He built the suit of armor that looks like the armadillo thing. So let's begin adding Zumi to it, shall we? Yeah, Zumi would be his sister. So yeah, Zuko. So let's begin. The them being born, the at age of 3, and he had when at age of 3, he was so cute when he's little. That got her attention because she's the same age as him. So not compared to like the dream that I had. I will tell you after making this video thing. So oh the yeah. So let's move on. So basically her, Ochako, and Mina find him adorable. At age 4, they went to a quirk doctor and they had, of course, the quirk doctor tells Zumi that she has a quirk. Her, a fire manipulation. And then she is happy about it. So I'm not cussing in this video. So basically, and when the quirk doctor tells Zuko that he doesn't have a quirk, that was a lie. So yeah. So then everyone on was that is so or Zuko had or was banned from his own home. Like so he went to this abandoned factory where the they were making the suit of armors. Not Iron Man's company. No, no, no. it was some other company. So he built himself this, and he did test it out, work some bugs out, and yeah. And he changed his name to Armadillo. Yeah. So it goes walks around as this new guy. Yeah, 15 years. Zuko, or Armadillo, went to UA, and he got Class 1A. Or actually Class 1B, because so then the Zuko's body was, and he can't handle the pain that's going through his entire body. He actually did make a robot, like how in the What If Zuko was General Grievous thing. If you guys don't know what that means, like this robot one. But it was more advanced version. So yeah, so yeah, he created a helicopter one, like a custom helicopter that can lift his suit of armor up with him inside. So yeah. So then so I'm skipping the internship thing, or not the Class 1A, or no, the ball throw, the here's villains. But at USJ, he was there. Or actually, I'm skipping it because he wasn't there. At Sports Festival, Ready for Sports Festival, so he was slow. Oh. So he got last place. So he was disqualified. And but then so he was just down on the main ground thing. And during the Bakugo versus Ochako thing, and Bakugo wins, and he went a step further and tried to kill Ochako. But then, of course, everyone was like, stop him, as the a metal fist comes up, hits Bakugo right in the chest, sending him flying right out of the ring. And as he says, armadillo. As he turns around, he picks Ochako up by her, waist with just one hand, lifting her up. As he basically, yeah. So there was some interest in Zuko. He noticed, or in the armadillo. He basically, so after the midnight, after Zuko drops off Ochako, because how big he is, he couldn't fit through the door, so he says, here's a patient for you, as he drops off Ochako and puts him in the door. Okay. So then he goes. So Endeavor, sees this as the opportunity. So yeah, Zuko ends up becoming a little bit more. So most of the audience, like all of them, wants to see what Armadillo can do. So it would be a special round. So we have a typical battle between Todoroki and Bakugo. So then Zuko, as the, yeah. Now, the special. Ready? As Todoroki actually did one. Because in this alternate timeline, he used his fire and ice together. So he blasted the Bakugo out of the ring. So that makes Todoroki move on to the special round. So yeah. So now we're on to a special round. Here we go. Let's see. Okay. So in the special round, the armadillo walks up to the battle arena and because he did know that he had powers of infinity and zero. That's why he built a suit of armor for himself to the suit of armor, or actually his power when standing while hucking was making himself bleed out because the he's taking in too much of the negativity of everyone. And as Todoroki looks at him all confused, why this guy is bleeding. The match isn't started yet. Dang it. Let's just get this over with, sure. Okay. As everybody's like wondering, why is he bleeding? Why is he bleeding like that? Something's... You ever thought, Todoroki, you never thought being positive for a change? Like forgive your father for... No. He's... As Zuko's... who could hear Endeavor's father that was passed away. And like in that house fire thing. So then Endeavor, so Todoroki and Armadillo went to battle as the Armadillo. Not frozen, but he breaks the ice. And then when the pseudo armor uses, or actually the heat, it was cold resistance and heat resistance. So yeah. And it can survive outer space for a really long time. So then he basically punches Todoroki, sending him flying out of the stadium, or out of the ring. So he, as Midnight says, winner is Armadillo. And when he walks away, or when he walks down the stairs, the final step, as something went wrong. He lost too much blood in his actual body, so he collapsed. On the floor, as everyone was in shock. As a helicopter comes out of nowhere, picks him up, and lifted him up all over the student, or over the ring. So then Todoroki first place, followed by Bakugo, then Dark Shadow. So then so then Zuko got out of his suit of armor. He got put into the tank to it was taking all of the negativity out of Zuko's body and restarting his heart. Yeah. It was as he so it took him one whole day, or like the one whole minute as he fully healed up. Yeah. So then yeah. So, but in that one whole minute, he sees himself with Ochako, her, and Momo. Or the Mina, sorry. I meant Mina. Wow, I'm really tired out. So, yeah. So then yeah. And his hero name that they gave him, or he gave to that thing, he's called Infinity Drill. Name. Yeah. Infinity Drill. Infinite drills, basically. So then yeah. So basically, now, as he starts to tear up, as he wants them to. So yeah, so then the next day he shows up as he says in his suit armor. His armor was freshly cleaned again because he actually made a cleaning robot hunt where the that could clean the pseudo armor real quick. And yeah, he basically, yeah. So then yeah, went back into his suit of armor and went to UA. And as he didn't run into, he didn't run over her because she was actually at UA. Hey, she's a class 1A student. So, yeah. Thank goodness. So then the internship thing, of course, Endeavor says, didn't go easy on my son, all that stuff. Well, Zuko hasn't, so Endeavor chose Zuko to be in his internship thing. And he tells Todoroki, sorry about him basically, I'm not into whole getting surrounded by people. because my horn called Zero, or actually, I have a quirk and I have two abilities. The quirk is called Armored Drill, but the other two are more important. So so he basically, sorry for the noise level in the background. So yeah, Zuko ends up, Armadillo tells him that he has two powers that will, oh, ready for those two powers. He has, or he says this: I have infinity and zero. The zero, or you saw what the downside to that zero is, right? As Endeavor's like, or Todoroki's like, okay, what zero does? Well, you have a lot of negative, I could tell, inside your body, like hatred, sadness. Yes, I understand that. But I'm like taking your hatred, your sadness, your everything, like that are negative emotions, and adding it or fusing it into my body. So basically, yeah, it's, I'm not mumbling, it's just, but I also know that the Endeavor's reason why Endeavor says you really need to take easy on your kids, Endeavor. How does your father feel if he saw you right now? And Endeavor turns around. My father is dead. And how do you know about that? During when I was prepping, like getting ready for the battle, I turn around and I see the ghost of your father that told me that he was disappointed in you. And Endeavor, if you don't believe me, here. As he transferred his power, like what he sees as a ghostly figure of his father on there, as an Endeavor's like, whoa. The you you need to treat our grandkids with respect. Okay? So, yeah, then yeah. So Zuko, as Endeavor can't believe and Todoroki was like, when he's occupied. So armadillo. Hmm? The If you're this powerful, like you have the two abilities of infinity and zero, you could have been in class 1A. But why? Because the opposite to, Dark Shadow, the one class 1A one, and sorry. Somehow I'm so basically the Zuko was trying to say that the Dark Shadow has the it can't control the Dark Shadow or his quirk at night, but the day he can control it. Mine, I can control my any any, any power. I'm basically walking, talking, ticking time bomb, basically. So that's why I'm holding back. Nah. As Todoroki understands that it pains him that someone with this much power trying to hold it back. So then Zuko Midori, or so yeah, so then yeah, so I'm skipping the camp arc. The rest of the internship thing, he does battle against Hero Killer Stain, or actually during the sports festival after he actually won against Hero Killer Stain because So basically, yeah, yeah, yeah. The Sorry, I have hiccups things. So, and no, it's not the How to Train Your Dragon movies. I actually do. So let's continue. Let's continue. So the so I'm skipping the camp arc and the internship thing, and now we're on to All Might versus All for One. All for One says to All Might, aid when All Might was down, and but not out. As All for One says, any last words? As All Might looks down underneath the All for One's feet. Yeah, I won't be standing there if I was you. And All for One's like, what? As two hands of Armadillo comes up, grabs him by the ankles, and pulls him down, beating the snot out of him. As as he gets out of the ground. As he says, Armadillo is on the case. As All for One says, the one most powerfulest person in the world. That title should go to Zuko Midoriya. Why? Why do you say that? Because he actually has a quirk. Herc. Of armored drill maker. Or actually he has he has a limiter. So yeah. Do you mean that one that his parents kicked him out because he was quirkless? As the Shruxin runs in, or actually All for One uses pierce right through the armor's about to tear it to shreds. And or actually as it goes, so All for One's like ready to die, as it goes, let me show you my true form. As Zuko parks his armor as his helmet, or as he takes off his suit of armor, as a big guy comes out. As what everyone saw was no way. Or some of them say no way. And he looked like that. Because every time he gets drained of the negativity, his body structure gets more bulked up, like buffed up. Like he hits a gym every single day. So yeah. So Zuko ends up causing the nosebleeds. Every girl that was around him, or that saw him, they ended up having nosebleeds. As he says, and my name is Armadillo. That's what I gave my suit of armor her that name. Let me show you why I'm Zuko Midoriya. Nice to meet you all. As All for One's like, the one person that is gonna go toe to toe with me is the most powerfulest one. That's you, Zuko Midoriya. Now die. Or actually, Zuko die. As All for One uses his big arm to try to punch Zuko, but Zuko blocked it with just one hand. As he says, you know what I hate more in this world than her personalities? Is you, All for One. As he beats around All for One with enough force, like, he basically kicked stuffing out of All for One. Like, all the way around the planet. And yeah. So then he ends up going into outer space, as he says, keep yourself alive. Now let me show you. Tick, tick, boom. Sorry. Yeah. Zuko explosion. It was so loud. The nearby buildings' glass just shattered. The cars' windows shattered. Everything went. And the explosion was so powerful that it cleared the nearby meteors away from. Yeah. So then he ends up like baffling old, or as everyone couldn't believe this kid and is the drill lord. Yeah. So the suit of armor got picked up. So yeah. Then they thought he was dead. But then the immortality of All for One didn't save him that time. Because the explosion bypasses every quirk and power, yeah. So basically, yeah. So when he crashed back down to Earth, he created a tsunami for the other students. So yeah, actually, so basically, yeah. Zuko comes out of the water as he kinks his neck. And as he dries off real fast, and so he now everyone knows who he is. So he puts on his suit, what where is it? Like the outfits things, like what he wore. Yeah. So basically, as he walks back to UA, or actually to the abandoned warehouse, there he got dried up. Like he did take a shower to get the algae off. As he's like, man, I feel great. Yeah. Coming from space to the water. Yeah. That's real great. So then All for One was also because the explosion killed him and his remains were aimed right at the sun, burning him up. Who then, yeah. So the next day, before everyone got up to go to like UA, he goes to, or he was there to surprise them. As Nezu was like, okay, hey, because during that time, Zuko, or actually they had a meeting thing before that yeah. So Zuko ends up battling against the as if he's that powerful, why, as All Might says, or actually he asked Todoroki, and Todoroki told him the entire story about him having two powers of infinity and zero, and he wanted to hold back because if he used it and full power would cause strains on his body and all that stuff. So yeah. So then now Zuko ends up, or so now Class 1A, or no, actually 1B shows up. As everyone was like, holy crap. You're still alive, Zuko. As some of them ran over and hugged him, we all thought you were dead. And nope, there's one thing about having infinity and zero as your powers is that you're basically immortal. You can never die from anything. Really? Yeah, and plus the downsides were that I conquered was to release all that energy. The negative energy that was it's basically I let all the darkness of all of your hearts and I had in my body for a long time. Him subburst. As they're like, whoa. Yeah. So please wait for part 2 to be filmed. Thank you.